How to find your business confidence for introverted personal trainers. Hey, Sensei Sarah here with another incredible insights episode for every introverted personal trainer who wants to find your passion and drive so you can be confident and successful business owner without having to doubt yourself so much. So here's this week's incredible insights. Insight number one is stop looking outwards and start looking inwards. And what I mean by that is that comparison, according to Theodore Roosevelt, is the thief of joy. And that's really true when it comes to personal training, because comparing yourself to other trainers really is a road to nowhere because it's a miserable place to be. Unfortunately, as introverts, we're pretty good at doing it. But you'll never feel good enough if you're always comparing yourself to others because comparison assumes so much. So think about the last time you didn't say or do something because you assumed that somebody else would react a certain way or because you thought that they thought something they didn't. So, as a human being, of course, it's nice to feel accepted and respected by our peers, but the reality is that it's not those people who will pay your bills. So, it's not their opinions that count. The only people whose opinions matter are the people who are paying you. So, stop focusing on who is out there and start focusing on who is in here. Why? Well, that's insight number two. You are your own ideal customer. So it's a fact that you cannot succeed in business without having an ideal customer, which means getting very clear on who you want to be helping. Now, a lot of trainers worry that focusing on a specific type of person will limit their appeal, but actually the opposite is true, because it's not a case of who you can help. We all know that exercise helps everyone. It's a communication thing. You know, your customers, they don't want to feel like just anyone or a faceless name in a crowd. They want to feel like you're talking to just them. Now, to some business experts, finding an ideal customer is a bit like choosing what they're having for dinner. You know, it could be anyone in any niche. And for them, it's simply about who has got the money to pay them. And while that is important, it's simply not meaningful enough for us as introverts. So, to get any kind of satisfaction from making money, we have to feel emotionally connected to what we do and who we're trying to help. And that's why the very best ideal customer for introverted personal trainers is ourselves. Getting to know who you are and how you felt back when you were struggling to get fit and healthy is the fastest way to find the people that you are actually called to serve. It's the source of your energy and your confidence, and it's your sense of place in the world. It's what gets you out of bed every morning, and it's what keeps you going through the tough times, which means you'll be much more likely to succeed. Why? Because you know how it feels to struggle through that situation. You know what it takes to get through the other side, and most importantly of all, you don't want anyone else to have to struggle the way you did. So, insight number three, be the guide you wish you'd had. So, your journey to good health and fitness probably wasn't a straightforward one, even if you've been involved in sport all your life, like me. I grew up in an active family and, like many introverts, found it difficult to feel like I fit in anywhere. You know, I wasn't an unhappy child. I loved learning, so school was great. I just didn't have many friends, and certainly none that I would hang out with after school. But sport was my happy place. You know, at high school, my PE teachers were my idols. By the age of 13, I was helping them to teach lunchtime activities to the kids who were younger than me. And that quickly developed into after school activities and school holiday programs too. So I toddled off to university aged 18, super excited to be enrolling on a teaching degree in PE. But in my second year, they failed me on my teaching practice. And that's when I realized that I didn't really enjoy teaching groups of people, and especially those who didn't want to be there. I was much better one-to-one. So I switched degree courses and became a personal trainer. But I didn't really feel like I fit in there either. You know, helping people to get fit and tone up really wasn't exciting my brain at all. It just felt so superficial. So I headed back to university to do a master's degree in sports injury because, well, I've had almost every ache and pain minor kind of thing known to man since my spine was manipulated badly in my early 20s. And the whole subject really fascinated me. And eventually, my career in sports injuries led me to becoming a full-time sports injury therapist. But then standing at a table all day was never my intention either. I really missed doing the exercise with people, and within a few years, I was completely burned out. Now, I'm not telling you all of this to give you my life story. The point is that I didn't find that sweet spot of confidence and connection with my work without doubting myself so much until I understood who I am. It's taken more than 40 years of my life, a lot of heartache, dead ends, and soul searching to get to this point. And every day, I'm still learning more. And I don't want anyone else to struggle like I have, and definitely not for as long as I have. So today, rather than struggling to find my place in the world, it's really easy to look back at my younger self and see what help I would have liked to have had back then. And all the experience I've gained along the way means that I feel confident giving that help to people who are stuck where I was. So now I'm on a mission to help other introverted personal trainers to figure out who they are so they can move forwards with their business with confidence and energy and stop doubting themselves so much. Because honestly, that never really truly goes away, and anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. So here's what I'd like you to take away from this incredible insights episode. As introverted personal trainers, deep connection and purpose are way more important than money. And the cool thing is, when you figure out what that really means to you, you'll be amazed at how the money just follows. If you really want to be successful in your business, you need to understand who you are and what you want before doing anything else. Because without it, anything you try to do will feel frustrating, disjointed, and just incredibly draining. So if you're anything like me, you probably think best with a pen and paper and enjoy 5 minutes of peace and quiet away from the screen to think. So that's why I created my ultimate energy and confidence whoosh planner. So you can jot down your thoughts to the prompts and take the easy road to figuring yourself out. So you can grab that at kickasspt.com/whoosh. Show you that on the screen there. And that's it really for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, just give it a quick like, and you'll be helping other introverted trainers to enjoy these incredible insights too. So thanks for watching. I'm Sensei Sarah, and I will see you on the next episode.